I definitely have some crazy stories, but this one is by far the craziest. So I'm representing a client for the sale of his house. I list his house with an explosive marketing campaign. A couple days later, we get an offer. Our encounters back and forth, back and forth. After the fifth, I believe, counter, we get to terms and conditions that all parties are willing to accept. So we write up the counter and the seller goes radio silent. So I end up extending the counter because the seller is just not responding. And now the buyer is starting to get very frustrated. So I end up calling his right hand and ends up telling me that he's at a retreat with no phone for a week. Great. Where? In Maine. Print all my documents and I get into a 6-hour drive from Montreal to Maine, which during the drive I spent half of the time reassuring the buyer that this will go through. So I finally get to this retreat. I had to take off my shoes and walk for about 30 minutes to get to the yoga center. So I see my client, he's in the class doing yoga, everybody's sweating, doing downward dogs, and I'm just like casually next to the class in a suit and a tie, looked like an FBI agent ready to arrest someone. Finally, when the class is over, my client sees me, super surprised. I get his acceptance signed on all the paperwork, and my client tells me, now I know you're willing to do everything to get the deal done, and he gave me 3 more contracts after that.